Hello, welcome to Revive and Rise. I'm your host, Melody Parrish, and we have a very special guest, Toni King. She is Miss Medicare, and she's going to be talking to us about the Medicare system and how to navigate through and all the changes that are going to occur. And so, Toni, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me here today. I mean, I think we need to let America know what's really going on because you and I, Melody, are talking during Medicare's open enrollment time. And that's from October 15th through December 7th. And I have never seen changes like I am seeing right now happening with Medicare. And I'm not saying that as a sales pitch. This is actually truthful situations. So if you've got your audience and these people are on Medicare or they have family members that are on Medicare, you guys need to get in the game and learn what to do because you've only got a month left. We got a month.
Right,
Right.
right. So it's getting down to the wire to make those changes. Now, if you don't do it by the end of open enrollment, when is the next time that you can make the changes? Or how does that work?
It's October 15th. Medicare's open enrollment is for people that are already on Medicare. If you're someone turning 65, this isn't going to affect you. But if you're someone that's been on Medicare for a while and you need to change your prescription drug plan, or you want to find a new Medicare Advantage plan, or you want to look down and see what type of Medicare Advantage plan you've been told you need to change to, you want to change to because you're listening to your friends, then now is the time to do it from October 15th through December 7th. Now, the reason why I brought that up about friends is people need to not ask their friends what their situation is. You don't tell your friends how much money you have in your bank. You don't tell your friends what's in your savings account. There's a lot we don't tell our friends. Well, don't get their information about Medicare because they don't know what prescriptions you're taking. They don't know what's going to happen. And I have seen friends that have messed up somebody's Medicare, and there are no do-overs with Medicare. You mess up, and it lasts you the rest of your Medicare life. You can't say, oops, I didn't know. It doesn't count. They don't care. Right?
Right.
I mean, because you're in the healthcare field.
Yeah.
Yes, they don't know. There's 3 family members and 2 girlfriends to Medicare. Did you know that?
No, and what are those? What do you call those?
The 3 family members are the IRS, Social Security, and Medicare. And the IRS is like Cinderella's stepmom. And Social Security and Medicare just follow them. And everything is based off your income. So the IRS tells Social Security what your income is. And that's how they know how to charge you for Part B. Medicare just comes along and does what they need to do. Medicare does not even know how to enroll you in Medicare. They send you to Social Security, who processes everything. You didn't know that, did you?
No, but I'm sure that most people don't know that.
And that's who does all the enrolling. Whenever you're getting your Social Security check, guess what? Social Security knows you're on Medicare because you're getting your check. The IRS has already said how much your Part B is going to be. And then you get your Medicare card because Medicare gives you the number and off you go. Yeah.
Wow.
And the 2 girlfriends are Maggie, which is modified adjusted gross income, and Irma, which is income related monthly adjusted amount that tells people how much your income is and what your Part B or Part D extra premiums will be. And all of that is I have a book that's called the Medicare Survival Guide. I have a workbook that's got all the information in it. I change this every year because the costs change. And then we've got the Medicare Survival Guide. And then I have a book called Maze of Medicare that is the only book about Medicare that has scriptures and positive quotes.
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's nice. Yeah.
So that's it, because this is how people feel. In chapter 13 of the Maze of Medicare, it says, enrolling in Medicare is not impossible. But Jesus said to them, with men, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. That's Matthew 19:26. But Audrey Hepburn said, nothing is impossible. Even the word says, I'm possible.
That's true.
So we
Yeah.
have all sorts of different little things. I have something in here from Babe Ruth. Let's see. Babe Ruth says, never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game.
Yes, yes.
Don't worry about making them as, keep on going.
Right,
And
right.
and that's what, and on the back of the book, there's a guy with
Oh,
question marks,
yes.
and he says, help me, Jesus, because he's lost.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
doesn't know what he needs to do. Does he need to get on Medicare? Does he need to enroll? Is he retiring? Is he turning 65? Does he have a penalty? Was he laid off? Hey, there are going to be some people get laid off after January. I got a feeling, if they're not already getting laid off.
Yeah.
What is the rule? And what about COBRA? What do you do with COBRA?
Right,
That's
right.
another day, another time to discuss that.
Yeah.
But
It
today we're going to discuss Medicare's open enrollment.
Right. And so when they say open enrollment, so you're telling me that the open enrollment is for changes in Medicare?
Open enrollment is from October 15th through December 7th, where you can change or enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan if you want to change something, or you want to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan. You're past 65 and you've been on Medicare for a while, or you want to get a new prescription drug plan. And people need to realize that it's changing,
Right,
that everything is literally changing, and the
yes,
prescriptions are off the charts. People
yes.
are getting a prescription drug rate increase, and they can't believe they're getting these rate increases. There was one plan that 4 years ago, when I was doing my video on a prescription drug plan, it was $6.80. And these are a big company. The next year it was $9.80. 2025, it jumped up from $9. So that was 2024, $9.80 to 25, it went to $44.80. This year it's going to be at $94.80. If someone
Oh,
has that plan, they know what I'm talking about.
yeah, those are big,
It went
giant.
up by some of the prescription drug plans are going up by $50 to $60 a month. Okay. So what you need to do is go on Medicare.gov.
Mhm.
And if you don't have a Medicare.gov account, take your Medicare card and open it up. You open it up with your card, it's based on your Medicare number. And you can find a plan, and it shows all the different what prescriptions you took last year, what you've already ordered will already be on there, because it's all based off of your Medicare number and based off of what Medicare Part D plan you had at that time. And you go in and you look at it, and always make sure that everything is put in monthly. So, if you ever hit catastrophic coverage, which you finally have paid $2,100 for 2026, you meet that $2,100 criteria, then you don't have to pay anymore. It's based off of what the cost of your drugs are. And some of these drugs are not cheap. They cost you a whole bunch of money.
Yeah,
Yes, like thousands of dollars.
right.
Okay. So some of them are $900, $1,500. There's one that last year in 2025 was $27,000. You see it advertised all the time on on TV with his Stellara that works on the rheumatoid arthritis or works on when you have Crohn's or you've got something wrong with your skin, $27,000 a month is the cost of that drug. So if you're taking that, you want to make sure that it's covered under your plan.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So how, just for our listeners, how would we know that we need to change plans? Because what if we're so confused about medical insurance at the moment? If we don't know, how would we know that we need to change plans?
Well, when you put your prescriptions in and you go to find a plan and you click on 2026, you'll know which plan you're on. It'll be the first one that pops up. It'll say XYZ company, Jack and Jill company, whichever one you're on. And then underneath it, it shows all the different plans that are from the least expensive to the most expensive. So if your plan is not number one and it's way down at the bottom of the pack, that might be in Texas, there's 13 plans in my area in Houston. If yours is number 13, it's not the best plan to go with. You want to look at the top plan and you want to make sure that all of your prescriptions are covered. It'll say not covered, I mean, it puts like a little yellow area around it. So you know they're not covered. If your prescription is not covered and the first prescription is covered, the first prescription drug plan you get it's got it all covered and it's affordable, then that's what you go with.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be how we would know. We would have to get online and look at it.
Or you can call Medicare, wait online, give them your prescriptions. They'll pretty much know what your prescriptions are. And if you don't know how to use it, let Medicare do it. Let Medicare tell you what's your best prescription drug plan. They know how to do that. And their number is 1-800 Medicare, Medicare, which is 633-4227.
Oh, okay. That's great. Because some of our listeners, I feel like, would be so confused and they would just feel better just talking to somebody and getting help in that way.
Well, that's what they could do.
Because like you say, whatever they choose now, they're going to have
For the rest of the year.
Yeah, for the
And if
rest.
you're taking an expensive insulin, or maybe you're on, you're doing something, you're not on, got some kind of expensive drug plan, drug situation that you're in, and you need to get on, you need to get on Farxiga or Entresto. You've got those. Maybe it's not covered under your plan that you have now. The plan that you're on right now for next year, you can look and make sure all your drugs are covered. That's important.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, that is very much important. Especially these are life-saving drugs that we're talking about. And, if you have cancer and need chemotherapy drugs or, things like that.
And I have seen in the last 2 weeks, a gentleman he emailed me and he takes Humira. And I wrote an article about Humira. I may be in your area's newspaper. So I wrote an article about Humira and this gentleman took it. Well, Humira is not covered. Medicare's not covering it this year. So you either need to contact Humira, get a help with it. Maybe they'll have where you can get a discount, or go to Canada, go to Mexico. You can doctors know how to work it so you get your drugs through the Canadian side. I didn't know that until some clients came in this year and he was buying his Xarelto from Canada.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now he's got to pay a tariff on it when he comes over here.
Yes.
Oops. Oops. But that's what you want to do. You just got to get in the game. Um, I'm not sure how well we can help 69 million people, but you can call our office. It's 832-519-8664 is my office number. My website is Toni, ToniSays.com. I'm Toni with an I and not a Y. Why? Because I'm a girl. Okay. And
Right.
then you can email us at info at tonisays.com, ToniSays.com. And I don't know if you put this information on your website or whatever.
Yeah, I can. We can have those links
Yeah.
for our listeners.
But that's very important. And the people at Medicare, when you call them, I've never seen people that are as friendly as they are. They will help you out.
Oh, well, that's wonderful to know because,
Yeah.
sometimes people on the phone are not
Well,
necessarily the most helpful or
your bigger insurance companies, the big guys, the big boys that make
yeah,
all the money, their call centers are in Japan, in India, Mexico, Costa Rica. I mean, all over,
right.
you know. But Medicare is, well, I'll ask them, what state are you in? I can usually tell. I can tell the ones that are from Kentucky or Alabama.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I ask them where they're from, but they are very, very, very nice.
Oh,
Very
well,
nice.
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So we've talked about the prescription drug plan, but uh, do you know what's happening with the rest of Medicare? Uh,
What do
as
you
far
mean with the rest of Medicare?
as far as the whole Medicare as a whole?
Medicare hasn't released their numbers yet. I usually get them about by now. They might have released them yesterday and I just didn't know. But Medicare has not released the numbers for next year. They're probably a little behind because of the shutdown, but they haven't released what their Part A and Part B costs are.
Okay.
And the only thing that's really been released is the prescription drugs. They're those plans, the cost of what Part B is going to be, and if you're have a higher income, I don't know that yet, but that should come pretty soon. But with the shutdown, I mean, you just don't know. And all I can tell people is you have somebody call you and they want your Medicare number over the phone because they're going to give you a discount on something, do me a favor and hang up.
Right, and that's very important for everybody to know. Medicare is not going to call you.
Right. And there is no new Medicare card. There is no new plastic Medicare card. It's still the same little one we've always had. And they have been going from door to door knocking, letting people know that they can get some extra benefits through hospice. No, your doctor gets you signed up for hospice. If you give that person your Medicare number, they'll make a claim on hospice under your number and they get the money and you have no idea that they even did that. You don't have a clue. So
Right. Yeah.
there is nothing free coming. There's a lot of scam. A lot of people are going to jail and they need to go to jail for scamming on Medicare because that's our hard-earned dollars. And
Right.
it shouldn't go to somebody that is a thief, you know?
Right. That's correct.
Yeah, that doesn't go by the law. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter whether you're black, white, green, or purple, Republican or Democrat, if you're Catholic or Baptist or Jewish or don't go to church, it affects everybody the same way.
Yeah.
Don't you
That's
think?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're all humans, we're all in this together and we're all going to get treated the same way with Medicare.
Yeah, well, we're all Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, even if you're someone from another country, you have to give them your citizenship papers. They mail them back to you. But if you've been here for a certain amount of years and you paid into the Social Security system, well, guess what? Medicare is yours too.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what caused it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would just say that the thing that people really need to focus on right now is that right now is Medicare's open enrollment until December the 7th, not the 8th, not the 10th, not January the 1st. It ends on midnight of Pearl Harbor, December the 7th. If you have not made a decision by then, and you make a mistake and now your prescription is not covered, you're in a lot of trouble. You'll have to wait till next open enrollment, which is next October 15th to
Oh,
do
wow.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is very, very important. And even if even if the individual cannot do it, maybe they can get a family member or friend to help them to get on the computer, call Medicare, whatever they need to do, right?
Yes. Call Medicare, call Medicare 1-800 Medicare. That's the easiest phone number. It might be too long. You just keep 1-800 MEDICARE, but it's gonna ring.
Right.
Technically, the number is 1-800-633-4227,
Oh, okay.
you know,
Yeah.
but you can dial 1-800 Medicare and you got it. That's what they have in the Medicare and You handbook.
Perfect. And where can we get the Medicare new handbook? I
It's
mean,
mailed to them. You don't
okay.
get it yet, you're not on Medicare.
But what if we've lost it or misplaced it? How do we get a replacement?
You just, you can
Do
go
we
online to medicare.gov and tell them you want a new book. But right
Oh,
now, you probably have to wait a while before they'll ever send it to you.
but they will send it, you can request another one?
Yeah, or you can go on 1-800 Medicare, and you ever heard of downloading?
Okay.
You can download a book.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah,
Alright.
the only thing, if you download it, it's not gonna have what prescription drug plans are in your area, but you'll have all the insides of the book.
Oh,
You'll
okay.
have everything. I've got them downloaded on my computer. I got one that I carry, the whole 9 yards.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and that's the easiest thing you can say. So the only thing people really need to know is go online, look at your prescriptions, put them in monthly, and see which prescription drug plan comes up first. That's the easiest and best way that you can do. And then January 1st is when you start using it. Now, if you've signed up for an Advantage plan and
Mhm.
maybe you don't like it, you could make an Advantage plan change from January 1st through March 31st, but you cannot get a prescription drug plan, a standalone prescription drug plan. If you did
Uh,
not enroll in that, you're in big trouble.
oh, I see. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, very big trouble.
Yeah.
And crying to them is not going to help
That's true.
them. They don't care.
Yeah. So we need to get right on top of that then.
You better hope. And do you have to help your parents?
No, they do all that. They're able to do those things by
Your
themselves.
parents are probably about my age. I, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
unfortunately, I turned 70. I don't feel 70. I turned
yeah.
70 in May, but the 50 and 60, the 40-year-olds can't keep up with me.
Well, you're only as old as you feel, right?
That's
Age
right.
is just a number. So,
I mean, Bing Crosby and Bob Hope were singing in Vietnam and they were no spring chickens when they were doing their stuff,
yeah, that's right.
you
Absolutely.
know? Yeah. So I guess I am only as young. I mean, seriously, the young guys can't keep up with me because I'm like, okay, come on, guys, we got to go do this now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I helped a gentleman. We live in Houston. I live in Houston, Texas. Clear Lake is in Houston, Texas. NASA is in Houston. NASA was built on land that LBJ, President Johnson, owned.
Mhm.
His wife owned it. And that's where they built NASA. It's right down there, right? You can go to the beach, you can do what you want to do. But I had a gentleman who came in and he put Neil Armstrong on the moon. He was a rocket scientist that figured out how to get him up on the moon. And he worked for Texas A&M as a professor. So he had federal insurance working for NASA. He had state medical insurance working for the state, but he could not figure out how to get on Medicare. He was past 65 and he was like 70. So I had to tell him, you got to take these forms to the Social Security office. You write SEP, special enrollment period, because you're going in during your special enrollment period. If you don't put that on there and you sign up at a certain time, you'll get a penalty. And that's how I found that out, because we called Social Security and I wanted to find out why is this lady Angie getting a penalty? She turned the paperwork in. And the lady goes, what's at the top of the form? And I said, nothing. She goes, oh, somebody from our office didn't do their job. They used to mail the forms to them and write special enrollment period in red up at the top, and it wasn't there. And
Oh,
that's how I found out you got to put SEP, special enrollment period, at the top.
oh, wow.
And now all the forms are downloaded. So if you're signing up January, February, March, that's during Medicare's general enrollment, when someone doesn't have their Part B and never enrolled at the right time. You're doing it at the same time, you'll get a penalty because you didn't write special enrollment period. They can't distinguish what you got.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I tell everybody, I don't care what you're doing. Anytime you go to the Social Security office, I don't care if you got to go get toilet paper. You write special enrollment period across that toilet paper. You don't leave nothing there without writing special enrollment period.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
that's good to know, because you don't want to get penalized for sure.
forever. Forever. I had a gentleman who came in. He never got a prescription drug plan. He's 68 years old, so that's going to be three years from 65. That's 36 months times 12.
Hmm.
I think 36 months. There's 12, yeah, 36 months times 38 cents. So 3 years times 12 is 36 months. And the penalty is 37 cents. It'll come up to like $20 for this year every month. What
Right,
happens when it ends up being 50 cents a month?
right.
It's only going to increase. It's not going to decrease.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
Medicare got started, July 30th, 1965, when President Johnson flew to Independence, Missouri in front of Harry Truman and signed it into law, the cost of Medicare was $40 once a year. The premium for Part B, the amount you had to pay, was $3. This year, the premium for the average person is $185. So we've come a long way.
Yes.
Would you say?
Yes, I would definitely say that. Big difference, big difference.
Yeah. But they probably 30 years ago didn't have your job,
That's right.
you know?
Yeah,
And 30 years ago, they didn't do half of the cancer situations that they're doing now.
right,
They didn't have chemotherapy and radiation when my
right.
grandmother first got on it in 1965. I
Yeah.
don't even think they had blood pressure medicine back then. Probably not. I mean, but
Yeah.
now we've got, you now have the prescription for taking the shot in your eye, the Zazibo.
Oh, right, yeah.
You can go. So I have a gentleman that's on Medicare, but he's on a Medicare supplement. This is how important a Medicare supplement is. So he's on original Medicare with a Medicare supplement. He gets in his RV in April and drives all over the country And he was up in Maine when he was calling me, and he had gotten an eye doctor. They had an association for the whatever special it is that does that shot. And he was going to all these retina specialists nationwide each month and getting the shot in his eye. Didn't know who the doctor was, but the doctor got the shot and did it to him. And all
Yeah.
he had to do was pay his deductible of $185. And that was done, because that's done under Part B of Medicare. That shot is. It's not done
Oh,
under your prescription drug plan.
okay.
Okay. And I did not know that there was a retina specialist. There's a retina association that would give him that shot. Some
Yeah.
people take Prolia for their back.
Mhm.
That's a shot. There's other shots that you take. But that Zazybo, that make it sound like you're just going to get up and don't go party,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know? So, yeah, you just got to make sure that you pick the right plan. If you were on an Advantage plan, you couldn't go all over the country and do it,
right. Yeah,
Medicare Advantage plan.
yeah. So those kind of things are important, or are more important than people realize. And
Right.
what would uh what would you say that our listeners, when you're talking about a Medicare supplement?
Well, a Medicare supplement is going to pick up what Medicare doesn't pay for. It works with original Medicare.
Mhm.
Your doctors call it traditional Medicare. That's what I thought was so funny. The article that was in the New York Times, they called it traditional Medicare. I'm like, they didn't know it's original Medicare. So that's
Mhm.
original Medicare, Part A, Part B,
Mhm.
and it works with the Medicare supplement. My out of pocket's at $257. I pay a premium, but it's the best insurance I've ever had. And then I get a Medicare supplement to pick up, a Medicare Part D plan to pick up my prescription drugs. I go with one that has zero cost.
Mhm.
My premium is zero. And most of the people will know which one I'm talking about. I can't mention names because I'm not being paid by the company, I got to be in compliance with Medicare. So I have one that's zero premium, and I pay for like last night I went and got my Meddraw pack, and I paid $1.90 for it. That was my did copay. That was my copay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was it.
Well, well, those kind of things are important. So important. Well, Tony, I want to thank you so much for coming on and sharing your expertise with us.
Well,
And if we want to get in touch with you or find you, can you tell us how we'll do that again?
they can call my number, which is 832-519-8664. The 8664 spells Tony on a phone.
Oh, okay.
Or you email info at tonisays.com. Okay.
Okay.
Or you can call, you can just email, or you can look on the website, which is tonisays.com. Toni says.
Okay.
Okay, I'm Toni with an I and not a Y because I'm a girl. And you have to remember my big slogan is, with Medicare, what you don't know will hurt you. It's the don't knows that get you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I
thank you so
appreciate
much,
you helping me, and
Tony.
we can talk again after the first of the year, because there's going to be serious. I kind of got a feeling we're going to see serious changes going, and
Yes.
even next year. I've
Yes.
never seen it like it is this year.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
definitely. You're more than welcome to come back anytime to discuss with us.
all you got to do. I'm here in Texas. Just send me a firecracker or something. Send me something.
All right.
We
Well,
go fishing. We can go crabbing if you come down here.
oh, there you go. Now you're talking.
We do a lot of that around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well,
And
thank you.
remember, we're in the best country there is. I mean, we
Absolutely.
are in the best country there is.
Yes.
And, God bless you guys and God bless America. America needs all the prayers it can get right now. Don't you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much, Toni. Thank you for joining us today. And just remember that you do not have to suffer alone.
No,